Hi, my name is Francine and I have ovarian cancer. We don't know how long I have, so my job right now is to make every day count. Hi, fam. How are ya? I hope everybody's doing great today. I thought I'd take advantage of talking to you. I have a doctor's appointment, but first I think Wawa coffee. I always have a pot of coffee in the morning. Well, I have 2 cups in the morning, but it's half decaf. All the coffee I have is half decaf, half regular. And it's been a couple hours, so I only partake in an extra cup if I'm going out. And then I take advantage of Wawa for sure. So it's really cold. It's really cold out. And you can see the remnants of snow. It's still snow covered. This is not my favorite part of it, though. This is when the snow kind of gets road dirt on it and it's gray. So I thought I'd just check in with you and see how you're doing. How you doing? Oh, God, I need heat. Give me some heat. Oh, man. All right. So this is my GP that I'm going to see, diabetes maintenance and all. And I gained 6 pounds over the holidays. So if he thinks I'm going to take my A1C test anytime soon, he is mistaken. I'm definitely going to take it, but I'll wait a few weeks because, it measures the last couple of months. And that's not going to be, just no bueno. Definitely in need of a little bit of self-discipline, I guess. So I've been trying to watch the carbs a little bit, and I'm taking my sugars, which do seem to be coming down a little bit. But, there's no, there was chocolate and there was candy canes. And I often don't partake in that. I especially liked Chris's biscotti this year. He makes a cranberry pistachio biscotti for every Christmas, and I even talked him into, I didn't have to really talk him into it. He enjoys baking, but we brought an extra batch down to Virginia when we went, and I just went a little nuts though. My bariatric doctor always says, you get a hall pass at Christmas. I don't know if he would have liked the hall pass I took. I think it's also because we had multiple Christmases with family. Hi again. Wawa. Gotta have a Wawa. So I went to Wawa, obviously. Got my coffee. I'm in the parking lot of the doctor's. So there was a bit of traffic, so I thought it would be better off not to vlog. Okay, so the other thing that the doctor and I are going to talk about today is the results of my RA screening, the rheumatoid arthritis. The chances are good that I don't have it, so I don't know if that rheumatology office is ever going to call me anyway. So we're going to talk about other possibilities. One test is neuromuscular, shoving needles in there and electrodes. I don't know. It sounded painful. And the other possibility, he said, is that I could have carpal tunnel, which I don't know. Another ortho mentioned that, as I have a little bit of a numb spot near my wrist. But I could have 3 issues. I could have the Dupuytren's, arthritis, I know I have, and I could have carpal. So the only thing that I kind of lean against the carpal is because during the day, my hands don't hurt as much as at night. So I kind of feel like at rest, if they're not exercising, I mean, that stands to reason, right? So I'll see what he says and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. All right. Bye. Hey, everybody. I hope that wasn't too loud in the microphone. All right. I just saw the doctor and he's not really sure. Well, we're going to go for another test, of course. But he feels like it might be a combination. The pain in my hand could be a combination of the Dupuytren's, which may be underestimated as a painful disease, and arthritis. And we're not going to go forward to see the rheumatologist because if the basic screenings came out negative, then any further testing down that road probably will as well. So the one thing we talked about in moving forward, the DEXA scan, which is a bone density scan, I had said that the diagnosis of osteopenia, I know it's not osteopenis, that diagnosis didn't cover the hands because the hands weren't in the scanner. So I said, one thing that I don't understand with all the doctors that I've seen is nobody has ever ordered an Xray of my hands, which would totally measure inflammation and arthritis. And he was like, really? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I've been to like 3 different orthopedic surgeons and nobody has ordered anything for my hand. Nobody. I've gotten more out of like GPs. I got more out of my oncologist, actually. So silly. Anyway, so he ordered an Xray that I should get probably in the next day or two. And he's fine with me not having my A1C till a couple months from now. So I'll do that then. And I'm not really due for cholesterol or, thyroid. Had that done already. Everything is status quo. And my blood pressure was really good today. If you remember, the last time it was bad because I didn't want to use that darn kiosk. I was asked 3 times, can you use the kiosk? And I said, I don't want to, but thank you. My blood pressure was stellar. So I know what sets me off. The whole world sets me off, but anyway, there was, let's see. I wanted to talk to you about, I want to adjust myself because the sun is kind of in my eyes here. I wanted to talk to you about maybe doing another video on your difficult questions. I mean, some of them are very light and easy to answer, and some of them really give me food for thought. So I'm calling for action. If you have questions you'd like to ask me about my cancer or anything else, just put them in the comments below and I'll add them to the mailbag. Another thing is, and a lot of people will not admit this, but a lot of YouTubers also use AI. Well, let's face it, a lot of students use AI and workers use AI. And I don't know if there's any shame in it or not, but I had really not used ChatGPT, and I used it for the first time, and I had put in there, it was another YouTuber's suggestion. I had asked, what would my viewers want to know about my cancer? And I got a list of questions that were, I gotta say, they were pretty good. And I think I might add some of those, or I might do an episode just on that. I don't think there's any shame in that. I think they were questions that I thought you probably would be asking me. So maybe I'll do a little bit of everything. Also my Facebook support group. I'm not on Facebook anymore as a public figure, but I still maintain an account, and I think that the online support groups are good. So if you have any questions, do ask, but I will be doing something for an upcoming video. And I'm going to go run another errand, and I'll see you again in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. So I also wanted to mention the sheets that I got for Christmas. Chris got me. I like percale. They're cotton and they're crispy. I like them a little heavier. I don't mind the softer ones. Chris likes that. I mean, we both like cotton, but we also have microfiber sheets. So we have a variety, and we both sacrifice and compromise, which is nice. And he got me those for Christmas. Beautiful lavender color. And of course, and he washed them for me. We slept on them last night, and they weren't just crispy. They were like deep fried crunchy. I don't know how to, I woke myself up just turning over. So I think I need to get some fabric softener today and rewash them like 100 times. I don't even know why I brought that up. That was just what I was thinking about a minute ago. And unfortunately, I have no filter. I just talk about whatever. Oh, you know what else I thought of? Okay, listen to this. I can't whistle. I'm putting it up on my bucket list. So many people over the years have told me, do it this way, do it that way, shape your mouth that way, use your tongue. I can, and that really wasn't, that was the worst, of course, that I just demonstrated. But if I get one stream of a whistle going, I can't change the pitch or the tone or anything else. So I don't know if there's a school of whistling, a whistler school. I don't know, but I want to do that. That's my bucket list. So if you got any tips, like where I can learn to whistle and whistle fairly well, I'm all ears. So leave me a comment for that. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get going. I want you to have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon. Good morning, everyone. This is the next day, and I wanted to sort of close this out with my test results of my X-rays, because this is just a test that really should have been done. A little silly, right? Anyway, he put it in for, just stat, let's get this done. And so I went right over to the hospital and had it done. Yeah, right there, walk-in. It was very easy. Well, it was an X-ray. X-rays are easy. I mean, the process was easy, and I didn't have to wait long at all. And I had the results within a few hours in the hospital portal. So that was very convenient. You don't find a lot of convenience in health care too much anymore. Anyway, so the test result, and I'll just read it. I haven't talked to the doctor about it yet. So it says osteoarthritic changes. The narrative, bilateral hand X-rays. History, bilateral hand pain. And the findings, let's see. On the left, bones are demineralized. That sounds like I'm disintegrating. This is not good. I don't like that word at all. There is osteoarthritic change involving the radial aspect of the wrist. There is mild IP joint arthritic change, no erosion. Maybe I'm not disintegrating. No fracture or dislocation. On the right, bones are demineralized. Osteoarthritic change involving radial aspect of the wrist. Mild IP joint arthritic change. No acute fracture or dislocation, no erosion. I kind of felt it was just garden variety type of arthritis. And I wish we had done this test. I mean, wish somebody had thought, hey, let's do X-rays. Because I was in urgent care one day last year with a swollen foot. And they took an X-ray and were able to say right away, it's arthritis in your foot. And they wrapped it and gave me a magic pill, inflammatory and anti-inflammatory. And in a few days, it was much better. And the whole time I'm just waiting. So waiting for somebody to say, well, let's take an X-ray. I just thought it would happen. And finally it was just like, why is this not happening? I mean, I don't want to tell doctors what I need. I want to respect them and their expertise. But after a while, it's just kind of like, come on. And this doctor agreed. And we're not always on the same page, me and this doctor, my GP. But I've come to respect that. I think it's good. I don't really need somebody to say yes, yes, yes all the time. But it's, nice when we are on the same page. Anyway, it does make sense why I can't open a freaking jar anymore. And another doctor who I said that to said, your basal joint probably has arthritis. I don't know what a basal joint is, but it's in the wrist. That's all I know. So it most likely is not cancer related, although it seems to have gotten a bit worse over time. And I kind of wonder if it's a long-term effect of chemo to begin with, because arthritis doesn't really run in my family much. Of course, a lot of them pass young, but even my grandmother, who lived till like 82, I don't think she had much. She may have had a little bit, so it very well could be something else. So I'm going to investigate that. I'd like to do a video on the long-term effects of chemotherapy. So I just might do that and see if that's on the list. Anyway, just to give you an update, next week I'm getting my cancer scans. I'm getting 2 CT scans. I think I got a PET scan last time, but the CT scans seem to show a little bit more. I get an upper and lower abdominal scan with and without contrast. I guess it puts the imaging in my favor, but it's not. Unless there's some drastic change, we're not going to see much. And I did see the oncologist, and she reiterated that, over the summer, because she's having a baby, we may, if there's no changes that are visible anyway, then we may go in for exploratory surgery, because the scans are not showing what they saw in the operating room. And so it's just, we can't find reliable imaging. So that's that. I'm a little nervous. I'm always a little nervous, even if I don't expect much change. I mean, I say a little prayer, and that's pretty much all you can do. Just leave it to God, and whatever's coming is coming. So I just want to update you about that. And I think that's it. I did have my coffee, but I haven't had anything to eat yet. So maybe one of these days we'll have breakfast with me video. I know a lot of people do that. Do you enjoy that? Like eating a meal? Because there's a lot of people that don't have significant others, and I basically eat alone myself just because of the hours Chris keeps. We do get dinner together, which is nice, but I've usually eaten the breakfast and not really interested in lunch. Sometimes I just do the opposite, but right now I have a breakfast casserole in the fridge that I made a couple of days ago, and I don't like to waste food, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, anyway, I'm babbling. I'm sorry. I will see you very soon. I definitely like the lighting better than that without the laptop in my face. So anyway, just me and my vanity. I will talk to you in a couple of days, or maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? All right. Love you all. Be blessed. Bye.